Right.
So a bear is not going to get along with a lion. A bear going to get along with other bears.
Right.
Right? So the black man never going to get along with the white man.
Right.
We never was made to get along with each other. The Most High God made us not to get along with each other.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 5, verse 15.
Right?
Drink waters out of thine own cistern.
And this is an analogy. It means drink water out of your own body. Your slack. It means deal with people from your own body or nation. Drink water out of your own cistern, right? Out of your own what you call it? Vessel. Your own fountain, I mean. Right. Go ahead.
And running waters out of thine well.
There you go. Running waters out of your own well. So what does that mean? What's the running waters? That bloodline, that sperm. I'm not saying you drink, but you know what I'm saying. You deal with your own people.
Right.
Go ahead.
Skip down to verse 17. Let them be only thine own,
Right?
and not strangers with thee.
So the Most High say, let the people that you deal with be only your own and not strangers with you. Right? Give me that. What you got? You got it? 13, go ahead.
Every beast loveth his life, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind.
All flesh consorteth according to kind. Like I said, you don't have pigs hanging out with wolves. All flesh consorteth to kind. Go ahead.
And a man will cleave to his life.
And the man gonna cleave to his own people. That's what that's saying.
Right.
Any person, you supposed to cleave to your own people. That's why when you see a black man with a crowd of white people,
Right. Vice versa.
right?
Sally Hemings
Yeah.
and Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, but see the heathens, they can do what they want to do.
Right.
Us, we need to stay away from the heathens.
Right. That's right.
See what I'm saying? They can be abominable. Miss Chinese woman thinks she got a trophy with Mr. White. Rock on out.
Be white.
Rock on out with that.
Child.
But when we see our people with that, it's disgusting.
Right.
Our men with Miss White woman, or our women with Mr. White man, it's disgusting.
Right. Consider the Chinese
It's
woman to
disgusting.
be a victim of white supremacy too.
No,
Or you consider them to be
no,
just
I perceive her to be a dusty animal like he is.
That's right.
That's what I
The
perceive.
Asian woman.
Yeah, I perceive her to be a rat, dog, cat eating dusty animal like her damn partner. That's how I perceive them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these people's dirty as hell and they look at us, we the cleanest people on the face of the earth.
Yeah, but the slave master taught them the opposite.
Yeah, and when you walk past some of these Chinese people, they put their finger on their nose. You got dog markets. Y'all got dog markets. And a lot of times you go in these Chinese people's house, the house is viciously trifling.
That's right.
Viciously trifling. What's up, brother? Go ahead, give me that. All right, take it easy.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12.
Right.
Beware of all whoredom, my son.
So the Most High is telling you, us brothers and sisters, us brothers mainly, beware of all whoredom, my son. It's talking to you women too. Go ahead.
And chiefly take a wife of thy seed. Salaki. Chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father.
So the Most High said, listen, if you're going to take a woman, you take a woman of your own people. Right? You're supposed to marry or deal with women of your own nation. Right? So look, we got 12 tribes of women to choose from. What do we need Miss Kinu Ukiyo for? Who the hell we need Kinu for? I don't need Kinu. I don't need Becky. Matter of fact, let me stop disrespecting my full mother named Rebecca. I'm going to say Lassie instead of saying Becky.
Becky.
Right?
Susie.
Susie, right?
Effie.
I don't need,
Renee.
we don't need that.
Margaret.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like it's obvious the Most High made us the most beautiful thing on the face of the earth. Our
right.
women and our men.
Right.
You see how our people age?
Right.
You see how beautiful our women and our men are at an elderly age? And you see the damn white woman look like she 80 at 40. When she turned 30, she looking like she's 60.
Right.
No, serious.
Right.
Serious. You see Cicely Tyson?
Right. Is that beautiful?
92.
90. Yep.
92.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying?
Look at the shirt. Look what it say on the shirt.
Man.
Did you see the message
Who, the brother?
on the shirt?
Oh. That's right, brother. That's right.
I got my son 17. I got to be an example.
That's it. All the time.
I got to bring him over here, man. You'd be impressed,
All the
man.
time. You
He's
got my
sharp,
flyer?
man.
You got the
I'm
flyer?
gonna get it. I ain't
Okay.
going anywhere yet.
Go
We
ahead.
got to go over this library. So
Right.
I'm across the street.
Give me,
I pulled up on you. Remember I pulled up and said I'm gonna circle back around.
Yeah. Give me Proverbs 26.
Uh.
Hold on, let me finish with this. Go ahead, brother.
And chiefly take a wife
Yeah.
of thy
I said
seed,
you seen it.
of
Yeah.
thy father.
So the
recorded.
Most High said, mainly take a wife.
For the world to see.
Take a wife of your
Yeah,
own
that's
people.
proud.
It tells you, Mr. Black man, Hispanic
See the
man,
weights in the
stop
black man?
marrying
Mhm.
outside your nation.
I had to
Stop
come on.
dealing with other nations of women. Right? So, right? Stop dealing with these women that's not of your nation.
Right.
And us women, our women, stop dealing with these corny men. Because y'all know these men can't measure up to the Israelite man. Y'all women know that no other man on the face of the earth can measure up to the Israelite man in his worst estate.
Exactly. Right.
Help that man get himself together instead of breaking him down. Right?
Right.
And you brothers, if you think you got a trophy carrying one of these other heathen women on your arm, you better look at our women.
And look at that.
You better pay attention. Who would want that?
Exactly.
Who would want that?
Slave, Negro.
Who want that?
Negro slave.
You take one look at our woman, who want that?
They done trained us, man. Most of us.
Go ahead.
We don't care what they look like.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
And the Most High said, don't take a stranger to wife. Don't take another nation of a woman
Right.
to wife. There's too many beautiful women of our
Exactly.
own nation to take. Go ahead.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
And the other nations are not of our father's tribes. Go ahead.
For we are the children of the prophet.
We are the what?
Children of the prophet.
We are the children of the prophets, man. We are the children of the Most High servants, man. If that don't resonate heavy, nothing will. Go ahead.
Noah.
Uh-huh.
Abraham.
Now they naming the prophets we come from. Noah. I'm going to throw Adam in there. Adam. Noah. Go ahead.
Abraham.
Abraham.
Isaac.
Isaac.
And Jacob.
Uh-huh.
Remember, my son,
Uh-huh.
that our fathers from the beginning,
Right?
even that they all married wives of their own
Because the
kindred.
reason why I added Adam in there, that's why I said the Most High took Eve from Adam's rib. It means he took Eve out of his own people. He gave Eve a woman out of his own people for him. Go ahead.
And were blessed in their children.
And we blessed in our children. When our children see us together, they understand the strength of our nation. And we blessed in our children. Imagine our children see us hold strong together.
Right.
They know. Listen, that's why I feel blessed. I know my daddy and my mother. I know both sides of my family. A lot of us not fortunate to know that, right? But the Most High said, when you know that, you're going to be blessed in your children. Go ahead.
And their seed shall inherit the land.
And the Most High said, if you brothers and sisters mingle with each other and stop mingling outside, he said, we're going to take the kingdom.
Right.
The Most High said, these other nations is not powerful enough, but when we multiply, we're going to inherit the land. Go ahead.
Right.
That's it. Nah, go ahead. Finish off. 13. It's like
the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 13.
Right.
Now,
The woman is the cream of the crop. That's the goddess of the earth. We are the gods of the. I'm talking about little G. So don't get it twisted, y'all.
Put on the ledge.
I gave you the other one. We talking about the little G gods, and that's what judges mean. That's what judges. Little G gods mean judges. All right. So don't get crazy, y'all. Go ahead.
now therefore, my son, love thy brother, and despise not in thy heart thy brother.
And don't despise your own people. Don't despise to deal with your own. A lot of us brothers say the black woman is hard to deal with. Who you think made to deal with her?
Right.
It's we the ones that's made to deal with her. Right? That's why Corny Billy have made her messed up in her mind, and then he wants to tie her up and do all type of S&M and crazy stuff to her. But us black men, we don't get down like that. We not disgusting freaks like Mr. White Man. So we love our women. That's why we treat them with respect. Go ahead. Listen, I'm talking about in a general sense. I know we got issues amongst each other in our nation. Our relationships. Go ahead.
And despise not in thy heart thy brother, the sons and daughters of thy people.
The sons and daughters of our people. Don't despise to deal and marry amongst your own nation. How can you despise your own? Go ahead.
And not taking a wife of them.
And not doing what?
Taking a wife of them.
How do you despise your people?
In not taking a wife of them.
That's how you don't despise your people, right? Go ahead. What you got?
Proverbs 22:6.
Go ahead. This for you, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22.
And this stuff, this what we talk about right here. I teach my sons this all the time.
Right.
I teach my sons this all the time. With the stuff you see us talking out here, I ride with my sons and I tell them the same stuff. I might not go too raw and uncut, but I explain things to them in a certain manner. You know what I'm saying? I don't teach them to walk around and hate everybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I do
but
teach
you
them how to deal. I teach them how to deal with people.
Yeah, there's
You know what I'm
ways to
saying?
teach this.
There's ways to teach your
Teach
children.
them, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
ways to teach them. You don't teach them to go out here and just hate. You're not getting nowhere
Tell
out
them the
here.
truth.
You tell
They'll
them
come back to you, Dad, you was right. That's what I get. That's the feedback I get. Dad, you was right. I seen what you said. I understand now.
Go ahead.
Just give them the truth.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6.
Right.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Do what?
Right? That's the
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Right?
And when
You
he
hear that,
is
brother?
Huh?
Hear that?
Come on, I'm
Go
with
ahead.
you.
train
Train
up
him
a
up.
child in the way he should go.
Right?
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's right, brother.
I'll admit something to you, just for example.
Go ahead.
You know, a lot of people, these Negroes, man, they've been, opposed to things that talk about things like we talking about things now. And most of them rise up, against me, they gang up. So a lot of times they'll figure they can handcuff me. What's the solution? Then I hit them with teach your children the truth instead of the lies that we were taught.
Right.
Then they turn right around and ask me the question again because they weren't expecting me to have an answer.
Yeah.
They thought they had me.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Teach them the truth.
Teach them the truth.
And that'll take care of everything.
Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Correct?
That's true. Period.
Instead of the lies that we've been taught.
That's right. And then you just got to step back because children grow up. And if
Got
they
that.
don't, if they don't pay heed, it's going to be stressful, but you got to step up off of it and shake the dust.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the sacrifice you got to make. It's worth it. Isn't it worth it?
Yeah, of
Anything
course,
worth having.
of course,
You got to make the sacrifice.
Listen, my family members invested that in me.
There you go. There it is.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that I'm missing, my father died, was killed in the streets when I was 6 years old. I missed a lot of stuff.
Right.
For me to be blessed to stand here today, I'm living, my father lived, I'm actually 22 years older than my father was when he died.
Right.
It's mind-boggling sometimes. Because he is old. My father is as old as died at the age my oldest son is now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
It's mind-boggling at times.
My father passed when I was 7, just
Yeah.
for the record.
Yeah.
And I know that subconsciously is the reason why I was just super hard
Yeah.
with my son, just
Yeah.
going, just
Yeah,
relentless
Yes.
from day one.
Yeah.
And now at 17, and he's a monster. He's way beyond his years.
That's right.
Because I put all my time and effort. That means everything. That's
Right.
your seed.
Right. Give me some rock.
That's your seed, man. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that's a passion, man.
That's right.
That's one of my passions.
There you go.
But you know that people are not there because they're always coming to you. Since he was like me and him, man, I wish my father. I see y'all all the time. I get that. You know, I've been getting that for years. People say that.
Bring that up again.
I wish I had spent time
This is
with
the
my
book
son.
of
Come on.
Proverbs 22:6.
Yeah. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go,
That's right.
and when he is old, he will not depart from
He
it.
will not what?
He will not depart from it.
That's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 8. Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed,
Right.
that a blessing may come upon thee from them.
Right.
For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children.
Now listen to this close. For the what?
The blessings of the father establishes the houses of children.
So guess what? When you see children without a father, and you understand why they unruly. It says the blessings of the father establish the houses of the children.
Right.
The houses is the foundation. Right? What's up, Murph? Matter of fact, the father is the foundation. The house is the family. The blessings of the father establish the foundation of the children. Right? Go ahead.
But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
So if you have an unruly mother, and it says the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation. So if you have a wicked mother, she uproots your father, which is the foundation. So it says the blessing of the father establishes the family, and the curse of the mother root out that family, destroys that family. Right? Go ahead.
Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
Don't glory in the dishonor of your father, man. Right? Your father is your second master.
Right.
Your father is your second creator. Right? Go ahead.
For thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
Because guess what? If your father dishonor, is your father in dishonor, it's a shame to you. It's not a glory unto you. It's shameful. If your father dishonorable, it's shameful unto the children. Go ahead. Because daddy is the leader. He's the stronghold at the end of the day. Go ahead.
For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father.
That's right. Guess what? If your daddy thorough, if your daddy sharp, if he's smart, if he's an honorable man, that's where his kids gonna get their honor from. That's where you're gonna be able to mock your daddy and be honorable too.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children.
Because guess why I keep saying that is because the mother is supposed to follow the father in how the house supposed to go. So it says the mother that's a dishonor what?
Is a reproach to the children.
And that's a shame.
Right.
She's a reproach to the children.
So when she's rebellious against the man,
She's
then it's going to
rebellious
affect the
against-
children.
She's messing the whole family up. Right.
Is that right? Is that
She's
the way?
messing the whole family up.
God.
She ain't got sense enough to know that.
But
she
the
flexing
man
on
need
you.
to have some sense too, though.
Right, exactly.
The man
That's
need
the
to have
poison.
some sense too, though.
Poison.
We not
Right.
talking about no jackhead man, right? But also we make choices, right? And it's an
Right.
order. It's an order to things and how we supposed to operate. If the man is out of order, don't disrespect him. Because if he out of order, he's gonna do something out of order. So why disrespect him and feed into it, right?
Right.
Go ahead,
And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children.
right?
My son, help thy father in his age.
Do what?
Help thy father in his age.
Because guess what? Pops is the second, your second God. Pops is your second God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
And grieve him not as long as he liveth.
And guess what? I never grieved my grandfather. My grandfather was the one who was there after my father. I never grieved my uncles. I never grieved. I'm just saying personally me. I had my little stuff with me, but I listen, it would break me down more to grieve, to disappoint them than it probably would them.
Right.
For me to do it to them. Go ahead.
And despise him not when thou art in thy full strength.
That's right. Don't despise your father when you get stronger than him and he's older. And you trying to compare what you've been doing and what he didn't do. Nigga, you come from him.
That's right.
That's his blood. That's his skills. Who you think you just a piece of you a little piece of your daddy and mommy. How can you despise who secondary created you? Go ahead.
And if his age and if his understanding fail,
That's right. So if your father, if he has dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that, go ahead.
have patience with him.
Have patience, man. Have patience. Go ahead.
And despise him not when thou art in thy full strength.
That means take care of your parents. That means take care of your daddy. Especially daddy. You rewarding yourself by taking care of daddy when he get old. You rewarding yourself. Because daddy protect you, mommy, and everybody.
Right.
All your life. You ain't have to worry about when daddy around, nobody worries about nothing. Daddy make sure don't nobody worry about nothing. That's why daddy died early. Because daddy take everything on his back. Go ahead.
For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten.
And get what that scripture, hold up, what the scripture say?
For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten.
So the Most High said when you relieve your daddy, right? When he at his old age and he getting old and he need that rest, you need to rub your daddy's feet. You need to give him a massage. All of the backbreaking he did for you and your mother and countless other people in the community. That's what real men do. They don't just take care of their own family.
Come on. Bring it out, Al.
Go ahead.
That's right.
And instead of sins,
Hey, listen, let me skim it. Let me say something. Listen, my peoples is Panamanian. They speak patois and Spanish. They sound like Jamaicans but speak Spanish, right? Every day you can smell the food up and down the block. And guess what? They cook so much because the community used to, I smell that food. And we left the door open all the time. Our front door was never locked or closed only till we was going to bed.
Right.
Anybody walk up in the house, Mr. Miss Garcia's, what's that smell like? Come on in here and get something to eat. What you talking about, what's that smell like? Get in here.
Come on.
So, a real man, he's going to be a daddy to the community. Right? Go ahead.
for the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten.
Right.
And instead of sins,
Right.
it shall be added to build thee up.
Guess what? The Most High said instead of what?
Instead of sins, it shall be added to build thee up.
Because that's a very big character building. That put a badge of honor on your chest. When you take care of daddy, you make sure you lay, and when daddy time comes, you lay him to rest, and you do everything you're supposed to do. You know your father would be proud of what you did for him, what type of man you are. Instead of sins, it shall be what?
Added to build thee up.
So guess what? That's going to build you up. It's going to make you a better man, right? It's going to show you it's going to actually show you what your father was really worth. You know what I'm saying? Because I done went through life, and I got a lot of older people in my family, right? But when they get to their old age, you start reflecting for real. You know? And some of them I done ran from because it's too much pain watching them get old, and I know it's almost their time. But this is why the scriptures say, relieve your father. Don't run. You're going to have to face that, and it's going to build you up, right? Go ahead.
In the day of thy affliction, it shall be remembered.
That's right. And in the day of your affliction, the Most High is going to save you from that affliction. Right? Go ahead.
thy sins also shall melt away.
That's right. So give me that. Honor thy mother and father. Slocky. Your sins shall melt away.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19:19. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You hear that? Honor thy father and thy mother, and you should love your brothers and sisters like you love yourself. Right? That's why we get out here and put our life on the line, because we love you. We love you. Right? We can be chilling right now, sipping some wine, chilling, getting into abominable stuff. That's what we can be doing. We can be out here doing abominable things too. Give me Proverbs. Sabbath 30. That's what it was, not 3. 30.
Wow.
Watch this, brother.
Okay.
30 and 1. Yeah.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 1.
Right?
He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod.
So guess what the Most High say? If you love your son, you going to beat his butt when he wrong. It don't mean you got to beat him. The rod is also mean correcting him. You sternly correct him. Go ahead.
That he may have joy in him in the end.
That he may have what?
Joy of him in the end.
Because your son not going to turn out to be wicked as hell.
Right.
So when he get older, you're going to have joy and say, man, look at my boy right there.
Right.
I beat his ass and look at him. Straighten them kinks right out on him. Right? Them little kinks he had, them little ass whoopers, straighten them out on him. Go ahead.
He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him.
He that what?
Shall have joy in him.
He that chastiseth what?
He that chastiseth his
Hold
son.
up,
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 2. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him.
He that what?
Chastiseth his son shall have joy in him.
Right. So that if you correct your son, if you chastise your son, you correct your son, he shall have what?
Joy in him.
Because your son going to be a stand-up man if you chastise him. Right? If you beat him, if you chastise him, you stay on him. Right? Go ahead.
And shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
That's right, because guess what? You're going to be able to say, you see my son right there? That boy do this, do that. I told him how to work with his hands. Bop, bop, bop. Not pride. Not pride. But you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a pride, but not a wicked pride. Go ahead.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Hold up. Read that again, King.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Y'all hear that? He that teacheth his son grieves the enemy. Grieves the enemy. Because guess what? The enemy hates when you know who you are.
Right.
He can't put shiny stuff in your face and say, oh, this is rare. You gonna kill for this? You gonna go against your people for this? Right? Go ahead.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
And guess what? Before your friends, guess what? Read that over again, King.
Come on. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 3.
Right.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
So if you teach your son the real history, the laws of God, you teach your son about the laws of God, you're going to grieve the hell out of Mr. White Man.
That's right.
You're going to grieve the hell out of these other nations. Because they're going to realize that their time is coming. Their time is over with to rule this earth. Go ahead.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
And guess what? You rejoice in your son when he's smart as hell.
That's right.
You rejoice in your son when he's a noble young man. People, everybody gonna say, man, boy, I see that boy of yours, I see what he's doing. Woo, woo, woo. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations, brother. Right? Go ahead.
Though his father,
Our people simple as hell. That's the problem. That's just like I said, he that teaches son reaps the enemy. And evidently, that's not a taught son.
People do the right thing and you don't know yourself.
Go ahead.
though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Okay, good. As though his father what?
Were not dead.
Because guess what? I knew my daddy too. I knew my daddy, and he told me for the 6 years. I stayed with him constantly for the 6 years that he was here. I stayed with my father consistently. Right? Go ahead. He that what? Though he died what?
Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Hey,
And guess what?
a bun. Tell about the oil on the back. So just don't lean it that far back. Oh, okay.
Though his father died what?
Yet he is as though he were not dead.
And guess what? I'm just like my daddy. I'm just like my daddy. My mother, my family members, everybody tell me all the time, you just like your father more and more. Right? And I ain't seen him in 40 years. Go ahead. Though he died what? How many of y'all out here like y'all dad? Who had their daddy around? Who had their daddy around? You had your daddy around, you're gonna be just like your daddy. Go ahead. And and listen, this not to say, this not to mock brothers who didn't have their daddy around. Because like I said, I know we are going through them curses. We the ones going through them curses. But the ones of us that was fortunate enough to have them daddies, or had granddaddy, or you had some uncles, them still was your daddies because they raised you.
Right.
I got thorough uncles too, man.
Right.
And none of my family members, even the women, they not having me slacking. They not having none of us slacking, right? And a lot of us, we get how can I say? We get more than rebellious. We get rebellious and we start running. We start running from our family members that be trying to straighten us up. You ever notice how you go around grandma's house, you try to sneak and grandma got that fussing for you? When you come across here again, I want to see you. You know I want to talk to you about, you know what I'm saying?
You be ducking that wreck.
Grandma, right?
You be ducking that wreck, man.
Go ahead.
Yet he is as though he were not dead.
And guess what? He that teaches his son, right? If your father died and you taught your son, it's know that your father didn't die. Because it's saying that you just like your daddy. Go ahead. Though he wasn't dead.
For he have left one behind him that is like himself.
For he have did what?
Left one behind him that is like himself.
You got a question? Hold on 1 second.
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
So if your father taught you and you listen, when he died, it's like he's not dead because you're gonna be just like your dad. He left one behind him just like himself. Go ahead.
While he lived,
And I'm talking about you females too, because y'all take the daddy teach y'all good too, and y'all come up. My woman, her father taught her well, and I can see all the reflections off of her father. I've been knowing my woman
Hold up.
since she was a baby.
I'm need you to say that more. I can relate to that.
Yeah,
I got a daddy that does that.
that's right. Yeah, you ready, sister?
I'm ready.
I said our women too, when they listen to their daddies and they have a loving father and they love their daddies, they become some nice women too. I'm talking about off of what daddy teach them, they become just like their dad. Daddy thorough, they gonna be some thorough women. Like daddy ain't gone. And when he gone, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like with the child. Just like yo, you just like what's his name? Go ahead.
for he had left behind
Flyer.
one. He has left one behind him that is like himself.
He have what?
Left one behind him that is like himself.
He have left one behind him that is like himself. Right?